Hachette Audio presents On the Psychology of Military Incompetence. Written by Dr. Norman F. Dixon. Read by James Langton. For diagrams and the bibliography, please download the accompanying PDF. To Christine, Camilla, and Rachel. Competence, then, is the free exercise of dexterity and intelligence in the completion of tasks, unimpaired by infantile inferiority. E. H. Erickson, Youth, Change and Challenge. With 2,000 years of examples behind us, we have no excuse when fighting for not fighting well. T. E. Lawrence, Letter in Little Heart, Memoirs. No general ever won a war whose conscience troubled him or who did not want to beat his enemy too much. Brigadier Shelford Bidwell, Modern Warfare. Foreword to Norman Dixon's On the Psychology of Military Incompetence by Geoffrey Warrow. Norman Dixon's On the Psychology of Military Incompetence is a classic that should be read not because it is true in every detail, but because it offers the military historian, analyst, or student an important method to discover and rank the manifold reasons for military error and defeat. Dixon deploys psychological theory in a lucid, accessible way and applies it in several case studies spanning the 19th and 20th centuries. He is, in some ways, constrained by chronology. The British officer types he scrutinizes are creatures of their age, boorish, conservative, and authoritarian. They went to stuffy boarding schools and endured tyrannical parents and schoolteachers. They enlisted in a class system that expected snobbish conformity. And yet, the deeper you read into this book, the more you realize that the specific circumstances of a Raglan, Haig, or Montgomery are less important than their lifelong enlistment in a military hierarchy that constrains and often warps behavior. At the heart of this book is a thesis that all can accept. All human decision-makers are victims of a chronic hazard, that emotion and motivation unconsciously distort and bias all thought and perception. Man's needs, biological, social, or neurotic, act on his perception of the world around him and the decisions he makes. No one, in other words...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?